Okay, hi everyone. So in our last video, we talked on how to do the storyboarding for the car animation. That was this one, and then now we want to bring that into reality. We want to bring into life. So how do you bring an idea into reality? So this is the final view of what we're going to do. It's just like almost just 7 seconds. Okay. So we have that. Okay. So it is simply depicting what we have done here in our storyboard. And the car comes, sees its road sign, hits the road sign, the signboard goes over, and then you have the sign. Let's be mindful of the road signs and all of those things. Okay. So this is simply it while I was doing the animation. Okay. So we have three components of it. This is the car itself. We have the road. Yeah. So I'm not using the music for now. We have the pole. This is the pole itself, and there's a road sign, and we don't need the background for now. Okay. So as you can see, we have the first thing I did was to actually create the road. Here is the road here. Okay, so you notice the road, and also another thing you notice is the camera is following the car. Okay, going wherever it is going. We also have the pole. It consists of the text, the dead end, and also the entire drawing of the pole itself. And there's a car animation. So this is where the work is. Okay, so how do we do this? So we can just create a new page. You need another. This by default I'm using Mobile Pro, and then it gives you a layer by default. We can just name that layer the road. We need another layer too. Sorry, we need another vector layer, and we just name that the car itself. And another one, we're going to give that name. No, we don't need an image. Just say the pole. Road, pole. Okay. So by the way, if you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button rather, and the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post another video. So I'm using a graphics tablet, but you can use a mouse. It's more effective if you use a mouse in this case, because we are not dealing with any curves and all of those shapes. So it's using a mouse is more better in this kind of animation sort of. Okay, so moving forward, so we come to the road, select a shape, a rectangle. You can give the shape its color. Let's say this is the ground, have a black ground, something like that. Select the car. We want to shape out the car. You can have the car. You can select the color of the car. Let's say I want a green car. This is the car. Okay, so hit A on your keyboard to create a point there. Hit G on the keyboard, select those 2 points, hit T, enlarge, hit T on your keyboard, just stretch it out a little bit, hit A on the keyboard, bring it down. Okay, so we can choose another, we can select another shape where we have circles as the tires. Just okay, hit OK, and just give those. You can press shift on the keyboard so that you constrain the circles, so it doesn't turn out to be an eclipse, but it's rather a circle. So hit T so you can able to move it around. You select that one, control paste, control and copy it and paste it, so you have it on the other side. Okay, so the design of the car, it's entirely up to you, so you can take the design to any level you want. So we'll stick with this for now as a car. You can just select this 2 point, hit G, escape, so you don't select all the points, just select this to hit T and just bring that down a little bit. So that's the car, and the other part we want is the pole. So For the pole, let's just select make sure you select the layer, and in Movo Pro all your work has to be done on frame 0. That's the workspace of Movo. Okay, so all your animations are done on frame 0. All your bringing all your assets, setting up your scenes, you do them. So from there you can start animating it. Okay, that's how it's by default, but you can change the settings and all of those things. Okay, and so the next thing we want to do, I'm using the pole. And for the pole, what we just need to do is let's just create a pole. So that's it, and hit P on the keyboard, just enlarge that, make that bigger, and we can also create another shape, right? Okay, so this is going to serve as a sign. Hit P. We want to rotate this a little bit so it just looks like the animation that we're about to create. Okay, so another thing we need to is we need a text. So just hit, it's over here in the layers, select text. I hope I selected it. Okay, so we want to write maybe dead end. Okay, I'm choosing a white color. You can select that. You drag that and bring that here. Just select one of the edges and rotate it. Then you can expand it out. Dead end. Be mindful of where you go. But you can see it's in a different layer, so you have to select the pole and the dead end. Right click and then group with selection, so everything's in one layer, so we can adjust that. Okay, so that's the pole. But now we need an indication of the road. So you can see the road is small, there's nothing wrong with the road. So we go to the road, we select the road. Am I selecting the road? Okay, let's rename this layer as the sign. Okay, so that's the sign. Okay, so we come to the road. Now we want to adjust the road, so hit P on your keyboard, select the road, and hit escape, so you can just select one corner of the road and then just bend it down. Okay, something like that. So hit Ctrl J. So this gives you a focus, so you see where. So this is the camera view, this is the viewport. So whatever animation you do has to it doesn't necessarily have to fit here, but this is what the camera is going to see when you're actually rendering out. So you can have your animation outside. You can choose then to later move the camera side. So that's the camera here. So I can track the camera. This is for zooming, this is for rolling, and this is for panning and tilting, just like the normal camera you have. So I can choose to move the camera around, so it's setting the focus of where I want the animation to start from. Okay, so you have something like that. Okay, so we can click on the road sign, select that and hit P on the keyboard on the road side, right? Okay, so we just bring that down here. So it's just to tell the driver that watch out, there's a dead end here. So we come to the car, let's just make the car small. So we have that as the car. Okay, so after we're done setting up, so we come just a bit of the animation. So we're at frame 0 now, we just have to go to frame 1. So you just double click on the car. So we have set the first frame. So as you can see, this is 1 second, this is 2 seconds, depending on how long you want your animation to be. So we can say after 2 seconds, okay, we want this car to hit this place, move there. So you can see here, boom. So it doesn't actually hit it, we want it to hit it. It hits the road sign. Okay. Let's take it further. So when it hits the road sign, we come to the sign, and then we want the sign. We click on frame 1, just double click on it so you set the position of it. Then let's go back to our road sign. So at this point here, frame 48, we come to the sign. We want the sign to, let's say, like, move back and just rotate a little bit. Okay, so something like that. But as you can see, as the car is coming, it seems like the sign it's also moving. So that's it. So to fix that issue, you have to select the original position of the pole, come close to the frame itself, and just paste that there. So it's constrained, so it doesn't move until the car has an impact on it. Then it okay. Okay, so you can choose to go overboard with this. Let's say the car flies over there, way, woo, ah. So don't reduce the size. So it's up to you how you want it to go. So it should be a frame 48. So select those 2 points, come to this frame 48. Okay, so we just paste that. So okay, it's just to say it goes down. So you have to take your time with this and choose how it goes smoothly. And let's come back to the car. So that's the car. So it hits. So you just take that overboard. Let's go further. That's funny, right? Okay. So it's you're constantly tweaking it. Okay, so bring that down back there. Okay, so I went overboard with the sign, but you can so you can say for me the car rushes down, boom, or maybe bends down, goes down, lands down, blah 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 blah. Okay, so let's come back to the sign. Copy that, paste that here. Yeah. Oh, you see what's happening? Our car is going down, boom, because we didn't set the constraint for the car. Okay. Oh. So we come to the point where it goes down. Just take that up. Okay. So you see there's something wrong with that frame there. That frame shouldn't be there. So you see at the point it impacts, the timing is different. So this is where the car hits with the sign. So this is where the animation actually has to come to play. Okay, something like that. Okay, so we have that. So that's quickly. So you save your work as well. Let's car animation. So if you're okay with all your work, what you can do is just where is it? So if you're done with your work, what you can do is just export animation. That's Control E. You can do your settings as MP4, H5. You can set the quality. So you can choose like where your animation stops. Like my animation stops at 45, 48. So that's just like, so like perhaps in this place here, from here I can bring in a text or something like that. Avoid speeding. You can come here. Okay, you can see so animation stops at frame let's say roughly frame 50. Yeah, okay, so we just put the end there, the start and the end. Okay, then we'll just export the animation. Oh, I forgot to show you, I forgot to tell you about the setting of the frames, like 24 frames per second, how that affects the speed of your animation. But in a consequent video I'll go in depth into that. So you can choose to the folder, you can choose a folder where you want your work to be saved. So in our documents, let's in the desktop, let's put in desktop, just create a folder, animation, and you select the folder, you name it as car animation. Okay, so it does export quickly, so it's just a few seconds video. And then if we go to our folder here, so that's the animation, so you have that, it's just 150 kilobytes. It's just 2 seconds video. So we play that there, and so that's it. So I didn't add any text or anything, so I just did that for no audio, no nothing. So you can see some of the errors that have to be fixed here. You have to push the car back a little bit, so I'll leave you to do all of those things. Boom, and it goes further, and the car drops. Okay, so that's just a brief on how to convert your idea into an animation. So In subsequent videos we can take this forward and make it more complex and more, as you can see there are a lot of errors in this, but as a beginner this is where you find yourself, where you have to, this is what you're going to face. And but from here you can take it more, make it more complex, bring in more shapes, convert shapes, and animate people and all of those things. So we'll stick here for now. Okay, so subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then share the video around, and make sure you hit the notification, like the video, so you get notified whenever we post another video. So bye, I hope you start animating. So just go get the Moho software, Animate Studio, and then start using it. Bye.